Hello Darklings, it's me, Cherry. Welcome back to my channel. Today it is tag time. So I am going to get you guys started off with the Darkling Tag. Surprise, surprise. And I'm really excited. It's my first tag, so let's go. Number 1, what is your favorite candle scent? That's really easy for me right now. From the Laughing Crow, I am in love with Voodoo Queen. Voodoo Queen is a scent that was created by Ghoulish Delight's Bath Shop, which has now become Balefire Apothecary. She's not making it anymore, but she gave the rights to her friends at Laughing Crow to create things with this scent, which I am so excited about. I have a car diffuser coming. It's amazing. I love it. Voodoo Queen combines pecan pie, smoky hexes, and ritual tobacco, and it's the most wonderful, sweet, delicious scent. It reminds me of New Orleans, which is one of my favorite places in the world, so that is definitely my jam right now. Number 2, do I have a favorite book? I wouldn't say I have a favorite book. I have a favorite series of books. So they were written by Kim Harrison. Ooh. Light there. Kim Harrison. She is a fantastic urban fantasy writer. She wrote this series of books, coined the Hollows series, about a witch named Rachel, her best friend Ivy, who is a vampire, and their partner, a pixie named Jenks. Super fun story, lots of action. She sort of created this whole alternative world and this alternative future, and it is always a fascinating read. This series is now out and complete. I sobbed like a baby when I finished the last book because it was over, but it is such an amazing series of books, and I cannot recommend it any more highly. So definitely check it out if you're a reader. Number 3, are you a tea or coffee person? I am a tea drinker for sure. Today's tea that I just finished, and I'm super sad it's all gone, is Night of the Living Red Apple from Brutalities. It is delicious. I love it. Right now I'm doing things iced because it's starting to get warmer in Wisconsin here, and that stuff is amazing iced. I actually took it to my parents' house today for lunch, and my mom bought some like right away because she liked it so much. So I highly recommend. Again, it's Brutalities, Night of the Living Red Apple, delicious, loose leaf. It's a rooibos mix. But yeah, definitely a tea person. What is your favorite perfume or cologne? Right now, for me, it is one of the discontinued scents from Ghoulish Delight's Bath Shop, now Balefire Apothecary. So unfortunately, it's not available anymore, but it is her scent, Live Deliciously. This is a perfume oil. It has notes of apple, dried corn stalks, and dusting of pine. It sounds weird, but it smells amazing. It smells like, it's like apple, but not sickly sweet apple. It's very like bright and complex. It's super delicious. So if you are interested in getting your hands on that, there is a group on Facebook called Destash Your Indies, where people do sell their stock if they want to get rid of it. So maybe something to check out. I can include a link below. Number 5, do you have a celebrity crush? I wouldn't say I have one celebrity crush. I would say I appreciate a lot of male celebrities. I like pretty much all of the Chris's in the Avengers series. Let's not get started on the name Chris and me. But yeah, I wouldn't say I have one particular celebrity crush right now. Number 6, if you could change your name to a stereotypical 90s/2000s gothy name, what would it be? I don't know that this is necessarily stereotypical, but I have always loved the name Victoria. I actually have a friend named Victoria, but that's always really been a name that's fascinated me. So probably that, Victoria Black or something like that. There's actually, I think, a drag queen named Victoria Black, and she's fabulous. Saw her on Dragula season 2, but yeah, Victoria Black. Number 7, what are your top 3 tips for surviving hot weather while black clad? Number 1, obviously layers, layers, layers. Number 2, mesh and lace layers. And number 3, a freaking parasol, please God. I am super pale, so I have to slap on a ton of sunscreen, but when I'm feeling lazy and just don't even want to deal with it, a parasol is my best friend. And they do make some that keep away the sun and the rain, so yes, parasol. Number 8, what song always makes you happy? It doesn't have to necessarily be goth. I am loving Her Majesty Lizzo right now. She has such a positive message. She's a bigger girl, which I can always get down with. And her song Juice or Soulmate. I think those are my 2 favorites right now. And I literally can't stay unhappy when I listen to them, so. Number 9, are you active in the arts? Do you play anything? Do you paint things? Do you write things? I wouldn't say that I am publicly. I have sung in the past. I do write occasionally. I do crochet. I don't think that's necessarily an art, but I would say that it's something that's always in the back of my mind, but it's not something I'm actively pursuing. Number 10, what is your number 1 non-gothy hobby? I totally spilled it just a second ago. I crochet. I love to crochet. It's something that I learned recently, and I really like making blankets, all spooky themes, spooky colors. But yeah, definitely not something you'd expect from a Darkling. Number 11, if you could be a supernatural creature, what would it be and why? Honestly, I have to be really cliche here and say vampire because of the plethora of powers that they can have. They can fly, they can change form, they can hypnotize people, they live forever. I would love to see the ages come and go. So yeah, I would definitely say vampire. What horror monster-based superpower would you like to have? I would love to be able to fly. That's always been something that I thought would be just incredible, and that's definitely my choice. Whether it takes turning into like a bat or a different kind of creature or not, I would love to be able to fly. Number 13, do you feel confident or comfortable interacting with other goths or gothy people online or in real life? Why or why not? I don't find it easier or more difficult to interact with goths than regular normal people, I guess. I tend to be one of those people who is pretty shy when you first meet me in person. And then as you get to know me, I get a little more outspoken and kind of crazy and hyper. Online, I have no problems interacting with people. I don't seek it out personally online, but I am certainly less shy to reach out if I have a question or want to talk to somebody, or responding online. I have no problem. Number 14, is there something you wish there was more of in your subculture? I feel like we're sort of in the golden age of goth right now. There is a resurgence of goth rock. There's a resurgence of different online retail spaces where you can find everything you could possibly want or need. Not just clothes, but also home decor. Beauty is huge right now. Clothing, everything to make your life dark and beautiful, you can find online. So I don't find myself lacking in the materials side of things. I would say, if I could ask for anything, it would be more goth nights in my area. There's a goth club within an hour and a half that way, and there's a goth club within an hour that way. But you know, it would be nice if there was a goth night 15 minutes away from where I live. So I would just say more public events for goth and darklings. Number 15, care to share an embarrassing story related to your darkliness? The first time I went to a goth club, I think I was freshly 21. I mean, like brand spanking baby new. And the goth club that I decided to go to was open every night of the week, but didn't always like have events and stuff going on. So I got all dolled up. I got into a velvet skirt and like the only corset that I owned at the time, which wasn't even steel boned, and like did my makeup and everything. And one of my friends at the time decided to come along with me, and we pull up and we go inside, and there are like 3 people in this club, and they're not even like playing music real loudly. They've got like I think it was a Sunday night too, which doesn't help. It wasn't like an event or anything. So I was way overdressed and one of the only people in the bar, and I loved it, and I wanted to go back on a night when something was actually happening, but it was like, okay, so this is fun. Yeah, I think I left after like an hour, so, but I don't know that that's necessarily embarrassing, but it's a funny story, I guess. Number 16, how are you at DIY? I'm okay at DIY. I still consider myself pretty beginner. I've taught myself a number of things. I know how to sew, sort of. I know how to use a pair of scissors and a rotary cutter, so that helps, obviously. But I'm okay. I don't know that I'm ready to start posting tutorials for it yet, but it's definitely something that is coming, so stay tuned. All right, to the true or false section. Number 1, I love watching cheesy romance movies. I would say true, but it's always dependent upon my mood. Sometimes I'm down for the nut, sometimes I'm not. Number 2, I always remember to wash off my makeup at night. I would say 90% of the time I do. Some nights when I'm just like not even having it, usually those are the nights when I don't have anything like on my actual face. I almost always remove my makeup, but I don't always wash my face. Number 3, I sleep with plushies. No, I do not. I sleep with my boyfriend and my kitties. I have 2 cats. I have the older girl, her name is Eleanor. She is gray and white, and she's adorable. And then the baby boy, he's new. His name's Shadow. He's a little black cat. And I love them both. And I love my boyfriend. His name is Matt. So I have plenty of cuddle buddies. I don't find myself lonely at all. But if I am ever lonely, I do have a big panda bear that my beautiful friend Ria Dermond gave me. She's on here. I love her. I'm going to link her below just because I'm sure I'll mention her again. So I either sleep with that, usually just like laying next to me so it feels like someone else is in bed with me, or I have a Build-A-Bear Bulbasaur that my boyfriend Matt got me, and I love it. And sometimes that'll sleep next to me too, just in case. But I would say the majority of the time, no, I really don't. True or false continues. Number 4, I wear non-black pajamas most nights. I don't wear pajamas to bed. So yeah, but I don't think I have any all black pajamas. I usually have like something printed on them, or there's a design. A lot of my stuff is like Halloween themed, like pants or shirts or things like that I save and wear all year round. So that's true. I wear non-black pajamas all the time, just not to bed. Number 5, I think Andrew Eldritch is overrated. I appreciate the Sisters of Mercy. I appreciate their music. I don't honestly know too terribly much about Andrew Eldritch the person. I like his music. I don't think he's overrated. I appreciate his work. As a person, Meh. Number 6, I don't like vampires. Obviously, that's false. I want to, if I could be one, I'd be one. So, Number 7, I don't like clubs. False. I love clubs. I love going dancing. Dancing is one of my favorite things to do, whether I do it well or not. But I love dancing, so I love clubs. Number 8, I don't enjoy graveyards. False. I love them. They are my jam. For some reason, there's nothing I like more than just going to a huge cemetery or graveyard and spending the day looking at all the different gravestones. And it's always so quiet and peaceful, and I just love it. I love it so much. So I definitely do enjoy graveyards. Number 9, blood makes me queasy. Can you be a woman and think that blood feel like we're naturally predisposed to dealing with blood? So no, false. Blood does not make me queasy. Number 10, I'd sooner faint than pet a spider. False. I love spiders. Spiders are my jam, mostly because they eat mosquitoes. And here in Wisconsin, mosquitoes are the freaking devil. So I will, even if I come across one in my house, I will save it. I will put it in a cup. I will take it outside, just because I don't like spiders on me if it's not a controlled situation. But when I was a kid, I had a friend of the family who raised tarantulas and scorpions, and I would love going over to her house and holding and petting the tarantulas and the scorpions, and I just think they're fascinating. I think spiders are awesome. So, yeah. Number 11, I don't like haunted houses. False, false, false. I love haunted houses. I think one of the first experiences that I had when I was younger, where I realized that I was more darkly inclined, before I knew what goth was or that was actually even a thing. I went to a haunted house with my father and my brother while we were on vacation up north, and I fell in love with the whole experience, the anticipation. It was set in this creepy old mansion, which I was super down for, and I would say that was one of the formative experiences for me and sort of led me down the path to where I am today. Number 12, I've never read Dracula. Number 13, I think Bela Lugosi's Dead is a long and boring song. False. I will always love it. It's one of the classics. Sometimes if they play it in a club, I'm like, okay, seriously, you're gonna go through the full fucking intro? What? You got a dance floor, and now we're just gonna okay, we got another 20 minutes until the beat kicks. So I wouldn't say it's a long and boring song. I do really enjoy it. I love listening to it. It's just when it's in a club, for real, dude, chop it. Chop the beginning part. We just want to dance, okay? So that's it. That is the Darkling Tag. This was me, Cherry Noir. If you have other questions you want me to answer or just want to post a comment, hit the like button if you really liked it. If you want to subscribe, I would love it. And don't forget to tap the bell. And it was super fun doing this tag with you guys today. I hope you have a lovely day and stay lovely yourselves. Bye.